Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to the day of Yom Ravi. This is the 4th day of the week. This is when God created the sun, the moon, and the stars and illuminated the heavens from the earth. This gives off the energy of illumination, guidance, and order. Today is also a day of Budvar, which is ruled by Lord Vishnu, Mercury energy, bringing us wisdom, knowledge, and compassion. Peace to the gods on this day of 7/23/9, the day of 2/3. We are in the third decan of the month. This is the decan of creation and expression and emotions. We are in this day of 2/3, finding balance, wisdom, harmony, law, justice, truth, and righteousness, and our threes, which is our emotional, creative self, our understanding, our expression, all that fun stuff. So as we find wisdom in our understanding, or we find balance in our emotions, our creations, that brings us to 5. It brings us to a space of celestial enforcement, enforcing the things in our space accordingly. So 5 is Jabora, 5 is Hera Kahuti, enforcing our internal law. We're going to enforce that internal law, and we're going to design with that internal law as we're enforcing it. So brings that 5 into 7, which brings us back to knowledge and wisdom, which ultimately brings us back to energy of understanding, because 7 plus 5 equals 12, and 1 plus 2 equals 3. So now we're at the space of expression, emotions, creation. We are at this space of the challenges that come into our space that give us the discipline and the order and the survival of self and the authority of self, that we need for survival, whether you continue to have, self-authority, or you give that authority away and allow somebody else to handle it. There's nothing wrong with delegation, y'all. Sometimes we gotta be like, somebody else should be in charge of a couple of these things over here. And that's perfectly fine. Balance in all things, you know what I mean? In addition to that, we're going to take that 3 and we're going to put it into this year of 9. We're in the year of Yamoja. This is the year of giving birth, giving life to the things that we want to see in our space accordingly. So we take that 3 of expression and understanding of being an energy, and we put it into the 9 of Yasad, Yamoja, giving birth, finding joy and creativity, and tapping into our central self. And it brings us back to 1 and 2, knowledge and wisdom. 1 being the Keter, the leadership, the cardinal energy, taking initiative, taking action, ambition, motivation. And then 2 being wisdom, harmony, law, justice, truth, and power. So you're taking action on your law, justice, truth, and power. You have knowledge and you're exercising it. It brings you to a space of wisdom. Overall, today is a day of understanding. Today is a day of 3. Bina, emotions is heavy today, especially with that nakshatra that the moon is in between the 6th and the 7th lunar mansion. We will touch today, which heightens our emotions and brings us to a space of emotional healing in that Gemini constellation. And we're moving so much gratitude, and you guys, all these other things are happening in the cosmos too. And happy Leo season to all my lions out here. And yeah, peace, y'all.